Residents of a suburb of the Syrian capital Damascus are on high alert, a day after clashes broke out between local gunmen belonging to the minority Druze sect and pro-government fighters that left 10 people dead. According to Associated Press, gunmen patrolled the streets of the Jaramana suburb on Wednesday, while some shops stayed closed. "We are afraid, because there are outlaw gangs," said one Jaramana resident, Adnan Barakat. "Security forces are coming here, but the problem is these gangs are out of control, those are the ones we're afraid of." Late Tuesday, government representatives and Jaramana dignitaries reached an agreement to end the fighting, compensate victims' families and work on bringing perpetrators to justice, according to a copy of the deal circulated in Jaramana and seen by the Associated Press. It was not immediately clear if the truce will hold for a long time, as similar deals in the past collapsed afterward. Meanwhile, clashes in a town south of the Syrian capital of Damascus on Wednesday left at least 11 people dead, most of them members of the country's security forces, as Israel said it carried a warning operation against gunmen attacking members of a minority sect. A statement released by the office of Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said the Israeli military carried out a warning operation and attacked an extremist group that was organizing to continue attacking the Druze population in Sahnaya. It did not give details about the warning operation. The Israeli statement added that a serious message was also conveyed to the Syrian regime, adding that Israel expects it to act to prevent harm to the Druze. On March 1, Israel's defense ministry said the military was instructed to prepare to defend Jaramana, asserting that the minority it has vowed to protect was under attack by Syrian forces. The Druze religious sect is a minority group that began as a 10th-century offshoot of Ismailism, a branch of Shiite Islam. Over half of the roughly 1 million Druze worldwide live in Syria. Most of the other Druze live in Lebanon and Israel, including in the Golan Heights, which Israel captured from Syria in the 1967 Mideast War and annexed in 1981. The Syrian Information Ministry said in a statement that 11 members of the country's security forces were killed in 2 separate attacks, adding that others were wounded, triggering the clashes. The Britain-based Syrian Observatory for Human Rights, a war monitor, said 13 people were killed, of which 11 were members of the security while 2 were Druze residents of Sahnaya. It added that government forces are sending reinforcements toward Sahnaya. U.S. President Donald Trump celebrated the 100th day of his second term Tuesday, yet spent much of his rally marking it in campaign mode, fixated on past grudges and grievances and going after his predecessor. According to Associated Press, Trump hit most of the same points he made during his frequent 2024 campaign rallies, lobbing insults at former President Joe Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris and praising his loyal supporters. He gave shout-outs to Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth and Elon Musk, saying of the latter, "He's a great American and he loves our country. He loves you." Trump rattled off what he sees as his accomplishments from ending the push for paper straws to stopping water conservation standards. "We now have it so you can have as much water as you want," Trump cheered. The president said he restored free speech in America and ended inflation, but the public sees it differently. U.S. consumer confidence has plunged to 5-year low on worries about the impact of his global trade war. Only about 4 in 10 Americans approve of how Trump is handling the presidency, and his ratings on the economy and trade are lower than that.
We're pleased to be joined by some great people. A person that number one, I have so much confidence in him. The fake news is after him, really after him, but he's a tough cookie. They don't know how tough he is, Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth. Pete! Wow, that's pretty good. And I said, who the hell did that? It was Elon. And he told me, you don't have a space program if you have to drop $1 billion machine into the water every time you fly. You have to save those suckers. So he does. He's an amazing guy, and he's a great American, and he loves our country, he loves you. And he's paid a big price to help, but I have a feeling it's going to end up being good for him, actually. I really do. In 100 days, I've taken more than 1,000 executive actions, and I could recite our accomplishments all night long. And by the way, did you just see what I did? Straws. I wiped out the paper straw, little thing. These are the little things. Your sink. You ever try buying a new sink and no water comes out? Your shower heads, your toilets, the whole thing, it's a disaster. We now have it so you can have as much water as you want. We also terminated the clearances of the Biden crime family and Joe Biden himself because he's corrupt. And I banned all government censorship and restored free speech in America. We have free speech. We didn't have free speech. I ended all of the lawless so-called diversity, equity, and inclusion bullshit all across the entire federal government and the private sector. And I made it the official policy of the United States government that there are only 2 genders, male and female. And a really easy one, this was the easiest one I had. I banned men from competing in women's sports. We've done this all in 14 weeks. That's remember that, 100 days. We've done all of the things that I named and a lot more. And we're counting, and it's going to be better. Wait till you see the results of some of the things that we're doing. In the coming weeks and months, we will pass the largest tax cuts in American history, and that will include no tax on tips, no tax on Social Security, no tax on overtime. And in the next fiscal year, it'll all be done. We're going to have something that you won't even believe. We will end inflation, slash prices. We've already ended inflation, raise wages, and give you the greatest economy in the history of the world. That's already happening. So thanks to your help, your love, and your support, after 100 days back in the White House, America is a free, proud, and sovereign nation once more, and our magnificent destiny is closer than ever before. It's closer than ever before. You have no idea how close it is. Our golden age has only just begun. We are one people, one family, and one glorious nation under God. We will never give in. We will never give up. We will never back down. We will never, ever surrender. And we will make America great again. I love you, Michigan. I love you. Have a good time. Thank you. God bless you all. God bless you.